Well, it's been actually a number of times. I think for us, when getting the market, as you said, we started with supplying, the hotels, um, the high-end butcheries and all that, because we were going for volumes. But again, for these particular institutions, mostly they want credit supplies. They want us to do some credit sales with them. And actually, that is quite a problem because at the end of the day, when farmers deliver chicken to a place, they expect payments maybe on the spot or maybe best case scenario in the evening by close of business on that particular day. But most of our clients by then, I think about 90%, we were doing credit sales. And the agreements were to pay maybe, I think the best case scenario was about 2 weeks, which of course never happens because after 2 weeks, there is processing time. I don't know there is what. We have to wait for signatures to be made. So that really brought about a lot of debt pressure on us, especially from our farmers. And we felt that ain't working, and we thought actually it's the end of the road for that particular business, and we wanted to go to the next. But we came up with a decision to downsize on our credit sales and deal more with the cash sales for the clients who were ready to pay our supplies on delivery. We had to explain to quite a number of them, and indeed, luckily, quite a number of them at least appreciated the fact that our services, in terms of delivery times, the quality was also very good. So they did, luckily, they didn't want to lose that, and they decided, yeah, fine, we can be paying by close of business on that particular day, or indeed on delivery. So that really helped us, and yeah, it's really maintained our business. Otherwise, apart from that decision that we made, we wouldn't be here. The debt pressure was just too high.
Wow, debt pressure is a real thing, especially for small businesses. While offering credit is often a necessary competitive strategy to attract customers and move inventory in a tight economy, it creates a dangerous disconnect between your revenue and your cash flow. Esther, what do you think?
I think he made a very smart decision to move away from concentrating on credit sales and moving into cash sales. Once you run a business on cash sales, you end up running a risk of running what is called a profitable bankruptcy. Now, a profitable bankruptcy is a business where you have no liquidity at all. And so when a business is run on credit sales, we have three pressures that arise. The first pressure is working capital shortages. So, assuming you sell to a customer on credit, while you're waiting for the customer to pay you, your other bills still need to be paid. You need to pay rent, you need to pay your employees, you need to pay your suppliers. Sometimes this money that your customer has held for you prevents you from restocking. The second pressure that comes from selling on credit is there's a cost to debt collection. If your customer is unable to pay, sometimes you'll need to incur legal fees to chase that money down. This time that you spend chasing debts could be spent creating and chasing cash customers. So there's that opportunity cost from having made the sale on credit. And the third pressure would be when you lend a business or a service and make it a credit sale, you lose a risk of devaluing that money. So there's a concept called the future value of money, where the value of 1,000 shillings today is not the value of 1,000 shillings in 2 months. You could buy something for 1,000 shillings to sell to your customer for 1,300 shillings. But by the time they pay you and it's time for you to restock, the value of that item has risen to that 1,300 shillings. And so as a business person, you end up making a loss.
This goes to show one thing, Esther. For a small business, it is important to protect your cash flow, especially cash in hand. Cash is reality. A sale isn't truly a sale until money is in the bank. Are you currently doing more credit sales than cash in your business? How are they affecting your cash flow? Tell us in the comments.